Now, we are really taking you well beyond the frontier today. There just might be a new kind of science out there that physicists have yet to discover. That's right, physicists in America are currently researching muons that are now deviating from the science that we actually know. It all sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, so we have gone to the man who hopefully can explain it to me, Dr. Daniel Kanema, the science engagement astronomer from the observatory, and one of our favorites on the show. He now joins us to help me understand what is going on, because this is giving me goosebumps, because I love it when we discover new things. But now this is taking us a complete right angle to what we know. Muons are at the center of the story. What, first of all, are muons?
Muons are something which are a subatomic particle, which are heavier than electrons. So they're about 200 times the size of an electron, something like that. It has a negative charge, the same as an electron. And then what's interesting for today is that it has something called magnetic moment, which basically tells you about its magnetic field, the strength of it, and its orientation.
So now, how does this lead to the discovery of a new kind of science? Is that even, how is that possible?
Yeah, so basically with our laws, right, so we have a very good understanding of the universe. And we have something called the standard model of particle physics, and that dictates the motion of these subatomic particles very, very accurately. When we measure this magnetic moment, which I mentioned for the muon, we see a slight deviation from what is predicted from the laws. So essentially, when we measure this magnetic moment, there's something acting on it, which we don't understand in terms of our laws of physics. There's something there, we don't know where it's coming from.
It's dark matter, man. It's got to be dark matter. No, I understand, and I've had a lot of fun kind of exploring quantum mechanics, and I know that things can get a little squirrely once you start going deeper and deeper. But what is the hypothesis here? What is the prevailing thought of what is going on? What is this new science that we are predicting? Are there any clues or guesses as to what could be going on?
Yeah, definitely. So it could well be dark matter, actually. But really? the understanding at the moment, or the theory, is essentially when you have your muon there, there's something with quantum mechanics called the quantum foam. So energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. That's the Einstein sort of equation, which everyone knows. Essentially what it means is energy and mass are equivalent. So you have this sea, or think of it as a bubble bath, of energy, which is everywhere in the universe. And every now and again, a sort of bubble will come off the top of your bubble bath, form a particle very briefly, and then sink back into the foam. So the energy, which is the bubble bath, will create matter, which then disperses back into energy. And this happens all of the time. Lots of different types of particles are popping in and out of existence all of the time. Now, when a muon is in a magnetic field, these particles are popping in and out of existence on its surface or around it all the time. And those particles, which are only there for an extremely short time, are affecting this magnetic moment, which we're measuring. So there's some particles there which are popping in and out of existence, which we don't know about. And those particles are interacting with the muon and changing our measurements. And that's where the exciting bit is. That's where something is unknown for us.
It's the force. We've discovered the force, I'm telling you. This is really exciting stuff. I love the fact that we are breaking this kind of new ground right now in such what I'm calling a new golden age for science. So what's the ripple effect here? How could a new kind of physics change the way that we understand the universe? What is the significance ultimately of this very exciting new discovery?
I mean, it's a hint for the moment, but it's potentially huge. So, we don't understand most of the universe. 70% or more of the universe is dark energy. Another 20% is dark matter, and we don't know what those things are. So this is the first sort of experimental hint we've seen in particle physics, that there's something there which wasn't predicted. A few years ago, we discovered the Higgs boson. That was predicted very, very accurately. It was just a matter of going out and finding it. This is not predicted. So essentially, there's some sort of force or matter, which is completely unknown to physics.
I'm telling you, it might be the force, actually. It really might be the force. This has got me...
Well, if it is, maybe we should just call it that.
Yeah, man. Just put that down. Copyright that right now. It is... it's unbelievably exciting. As I mentioned earlier, I really do believe that this is the golden age of science at the moment. We are probably going to make more discoveries over the coming years than we have in the collective, I think, mass of what humanity has achieved. It's so good to have you in our corner, my friend. And you did a good job of explaining that. I kind of did get the gist of what you were saying, but this is brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing your insights.
Thanks, man. Thanks again for having me.
Oh, man, this is all unbelievably exciting. I love it. Just another reminder of what we don't know, the mass of what we don't know, as the universe keeps presenting more mysteries for us to solve and engage with. But we'll hopefully solve them thanks to having the likes of Dr. Daniel Kahneman in our corner. Ah, what a brilliant chat.